No? We are live at Woodside Sports Complex in Mauston, Wisconsin for Columbus Dons High School Baseball, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com. I'm Joe Konechny, along with the great Joe Anderson. Appreciate the opportunity to work with him. The Dons this morning will take on Laona Wabeno out of the Northern Lakes Conference, a Division IV school. Laona Wabeno comes in at 4-1. They started their season on a 4-game win streak before a heartbreaking loss yesterday to Gojibik from the state of Michigan. Laona Wabeno led that game 6-1 after one inning and ended up giving up a run in the bottom of the sixth to lose the game 9-8 for their first loss of the season. Columbus comes in at 5-1. The Dons won 2 games yesterday, beating Jeffers from Michigan 8-5 before taking on the same Gojibik team in a game that featured a very high-scoring affair. The Dons came out 20-10, a 30-run baseball game, so they come in at 5-1. Gojibik also beat Montello yesterday here in the high school sports baseball challenge here at Woodside Sports Complex 12-5. Columbus beat Jeffers 8-5. Both teams playing their third game here this morning at 9 a.m. The lineup for Columbus, who looks to be batting first, will be Carson Eckes, sophomore, playing second base, followed by Mac Konechny at first base today. Carter Summer will hit third, playing shortstop. Ray Becker will hit cleanup and play catcher. Ryan Bernick will be on the mound today, the big right-handed sophomore, batting fifth. Rocco Maher, the freshman, starts at third base and hits sixth. Senior Drew Lang will play left field and bat seventh. Freshman Nolan Frayne is in center field today, batting eighth. And another freshman, Brock Wieland, will start in right field and hit ninth. A young Columbus lineup with one senior, one junior. The rest are freshmen and sophomores, and we should be underway shortly. On the mound for Wabeno is Cooper Albright, big right-hander. Wabeno finished 10-10 last season, losing a regional game to Phelps Three Lakes 7-5. As you know, the Dons went 16-4 before advancing to the playoffs and losing to eventual state champion Oliva Strum in a heartbreaking 2-1 game in Marshfield on the turf at Safford Field. These two teams played last year in this same event. Columbus came away with an 11-1 victory. In that game, Emmett Konechny and Cy Becker, two seniors, each threw 2 1/3 innings as the Dons came out on top. Both those guys have graduated, as have Blake Jacoby, Nathan Nemitz, and Alex Edwards. Great senior class for the Dons walked out the door, but nonetheless, Coach Krestelt has a young squad here at 5-1 entering today's game. It is about 43 degrees, no wind, could reach 53 by the end of the game. But we are playing baseball in Wisconsin in the spring, and I cannot remember a time when the Columbus Dons had 7 games in already on April 12th. I'm sure Coach Krestelt is happy with that. The Dons opened the season with a loss against Edgar on the turf over at Wisconsin Rapids and have won 5 straight since. Looks like we are ready to go. Cooper Albright on the mound. The catcher is Carson Lemerond. Eckes steps in to lead off the game. Left-hander with speed. Has done a really good job this season getting on base and advancing for the Dons. First pitch way inside behind Eckes. Count at 1-0. 1-0 swung on and missed. Count even now, 1-1 on Carson Eckes. Carson, a sophomore, an all-conference player last year for the Dons. The 1-1 went behind Carson's head off his bat, and Carson falls behind in the count through really no fault of his own. It's one of those you see sometimes where you don't quite react well enough and get the bat down, and Carson fouled off a pitch behind his head. 1-2 behind Carson again. 2-2 now on Carson Eckes. Another pitch behind Carson, and the count is now full. So Carson has seen 5 pitches. 4 of them have been behind him. And the 3-2, another ball into the net. Carson Eckes gives Columbus a base runner with nobody out here in the top of the first. That brings up first baseman junior Mac Konechny. Mac playing first base today. Coach Krasselt having to shuffle his lineup with a few players gone today due to Jazz Fest in Eau Claire. And one of those players is Devlin Timler, who normally would be at first base. First pitch to Konechny is high and inside, ball 1. Eckes with good speed at first. Not sure you'll have him steal here with nobody out, and especially with the number of pitches that have gotten past the batter's box to this point. Ball 2 is high, 2-0 now on Mac Konechny. Ball outside, count goes to 3-0. Albright having some difficulty finding the strike zone here early in the game. Would expect Konechny to take one here. That is over his head into the net. Carson Eckes takes off for second, thought about third, but he'll return. And Columbus now, after the walk to Konechny, has runners at first and second with nobody out. The 2 walks to start the game. And that'll bring up shortstop Carter Summer. Carter, a sophomore, about 6'5", big right-hander. Really nice high school athlete. The goalie for Columbus's soccer team. A really talented basketball player. And now getting it done on the baseball field as well. Wabeno is coached by Frank Shepard. He's out on the mound right now trying to settle down Albright. As great as it is to get 3 games here this weekend, by that 3rd game, sometimes pitching has become thin. And on a 43-degree day, you're never quite sure how it's going to feel out there. In steps Carter Summer. Eckes takes a lead at second. Konechny lead off first. First pitch into the net again, and both runners will advance. Eckes takes third. Konechny takes second. And the count goes 1-0 on Carter Summer. Outside. Carson Lemerond, the catcher, a nice job blocking that ball, keeping the runners at second and third. Another ball, 3-0 on Carter Summer. Would expect him to take here. A ball outside, and Columbus, with 3 walks, has loaded the bases to start this game. Batting now is sophomore Ray Becker. Ray behind the plate again today. First pitch to Ray is over the catcher's head. All runners advance. Eckes comes across to score, and Columbus takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Konechny takes third. Summer moves up to second. The 1-0 over the catcher's head again. Konechny is going to come in to score. Summer moves to third. 2-0 now on Becker. The 2-0 to Becker. Called strike one, 2-1. Summer still down at third. We are 15 pitches into this game. 12 have been balls. 2-1 high, 3-1 now on Ray Becker. Pitcher Ryan Bernick on deck. Here's the 3-1 to Ray. Checked his swing, but fouled it off. Count goes full. Three-2 is over Becker's head. Another wild pitch. Summer will come in to score. 3-0 Columbus. Becker takes first, and on the throwback to the pitcher, ball gets away. Becker dives into second with a walk and an error. The Dons have a 3-0 lead. And a runner in scoring position, still nobody out. Coach Shepard's going to come out to the mound. We might have a pitching change before the first out has been recorded. While they talk things over, we're going to take a quick break. You are watching Columbus Dons Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
By a few pitches.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Looks like
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chip's Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chip's complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chip's Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
welcome back to Columbus Dons Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Sheds.com. Columbus leading 3-0 here in the top of the first inning, still nobody out. We have a pitching change. Albright goes behind the plate, and the starting catcher Carson Lemerond has come in to pitch. Carson Eckes walked to lead off the game. Matt Konechny then walked on 4 pitches. Carter Summer walked, followed by a walk by Ray Becker. And in between those walks, a number of those were on wild pitches where runners advanced and came home to score. So Columbus, a 3-0 lead. Top of the first, nobody out. Pinch runner Ro Wheeler will run for the catcher Ray Becker. First pitch to Ryan Bernick, hits Ryan, and Ryan takes first on a hit by pitch. So 4 walks and a hit by pitch to start this game. And that brings up freshman Rocco Maher. Rocco starting at third base today, spot normally occupied by Bernick, who is on the mound today for Columbus. Maher, a very athletic freshman, played a number of infield positions, got to pitch for a while in that second game yesterday. Got knocked around a little bit, but got some good experience. Every minute on a diamond for these freshmen will pay off dividends as the season progresses. Lemerond delivers. First pitch to Maher, high ball 1.
Keep going, we gotta find Daddy.
Dax Wenzel is now the courtesy runner for the pitcher Bernick at first base. The 1-0 to Maher is lifted high above second base. Second baseman there calling it to make the play. That is Reagan Roy. And we have 1 out now in the first inning.
Starts with contact, Rocco. You can time.
Left fielder Drew Lang up now, the only senior in the lineup today for Columbus. First pitch to Drew, a ball outside, count 1-0. Wenzel and Wheeler take leads at first and second. The pitch from Lemerond, called strike 1, 1-1 now on Drew Lang. Drew with a line drive single in the second game yesterday, driving in 2 runs for Columbus. The only senior in this lineup, very capable hitter. The 1-1 from Lang is hit hard down to third, knocked down by the third baseman. He'll try to tag the base, and the lead runner, Wheeler, will be out on a fielder's choice ground ball from senior Drew Lang. 2 outs now here in the first. Runners still at first and second for Columbus. Center fielder Nolan Frayne steps to the plate. Ball hit hard by Lang, just right at third baseman Hoffman. First pitch to Frayne, high and inside. Wenzel takes off for third. He slides and doesn't make it to the base. The throwdown from Albright gets him, and the inning will end with an out on the base path. Roll Wheeler caught stealing to end the first. But before that happens, Columbus scores 3 runs and takes a 3-0 lead, where after 1/2 inning, you're watching Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com. We'll be back after this.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
We're back from Austin, Wisconsin at Woodside Sports Complex for the High School Baseball Challenge number 2. Laona Wabeno and Columbus Catholic both playing their 3rd game of this event. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Culligan Water. specializing in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration system needs. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Culligan Water. The leadoff batter for Laona Wabeno is Carson Lemerand. Started the game behind the plate, but then came in to finish that first inning. Got out of a jam after the Dons had scored 3 runs on starting pitcher Albright. The first pitch from Bernick, low and outside, ball 1. Ryan Bernick, the big right-handed sophomore, spoken very highly of by Coach Gorst in the Spencer Columbus football program. The 1-0 to Lemerand, swung on and fouled over the first base dugout. 1-1 now from Bernick. Sophomore Ray Becker behind the plate. So Bernick and Becker, a battery we will see a lot of the next 3 seasons. The 1-1 swung on and hit in the air to left field. That ball's going to drop between Maher and Lang. Lang picks it up, throws it in, but a 1-out single. A leadoff single, rather, for Carson Lemerand. The shortstop, Walker Winkleman, steps in. 1 on, nobody out. A baseball came flying in from the field next to us. The umpire called time, so that pitch will not count. No pitch, says the umpire. The right call. Lemerand at first. Looks like one of the dugouts, perhaps Columbus, just making sure that that last pitch did not count. I think once that ball hits the field, it's an automatic time. So the first official pitch to Winkleman, low for ball 1. Oh, another ball just flew in from the field. So somebody on the field next to us is fouling off baseballs over the first base fencing. We've had 2 fly in now in the last 30 seconds or so. 1-0 on Winkleman. Bernick throws, ball high, runner goes, Becker throws down, but not in time. And Lemerand is in scoring position with no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. A stolen base for Carson Lemerand. Winkleman with the chance to get one of those runs back. 2-0 count. Runner on second, nobody out. That pitch swung on, fouled off, 2-1. Eckes holding the runner on at second now. Jumps back to his position. The ball hit high into right field. That ball's over the right fielder's head. Winkleman's going to get to second. The ball rolls all the way to the wall, picked up by Whelan. Whelan throws to the cutoff man, Eckes. But Winkleman is into third with an RBI triple to cut the Columbus lead 3-1. Lemerand scores on the triple from Winkleman. Still nobody out in the first, and after 2 batters, Laona Wabeno has made this a 3-1 baseball game. That brings up Brady Hoffman. First pitch line drive to right. Another single. The ball bounces over the right fielder's head. Whelan picks it up, throws it into Eckes. And Laona Wabeno has made this a 1-run game now, still with nobody out in the first inning. Brady Hoffman with an RBI single to score Winkleman. He advances to second when the ball was bobbled by the right fielder. Tough play on turf. A called strike now to Albright, 0-1 to the cleanup hitter. I think Whelan thought he could get to that ball initially, and it bounced a little bit close to him and got away. 1-0, chopped to third, fielded by Maher. Maher throws over, Konechny grabs it. We have one away. Hoffman advancing to third on the throw. And with one out, Laona Wabeno has a runner on third. And in steps Reagan Roy. First pitch to Roy, swung on and chopped to short, fielded by Summer. He throws to first for the second out. Hoffman comes across to score, and the game is tied at 3-3. So we start over. Nobody on, 2 outs, bottom of the first in a 3-3 game. And if you're Laona Wabeno, the way this game started, to be tied here in the first inning, you got to feel pretty fortunate. Levi Shepard now the batter, playing first base today. First pitch high and inside, 1-0. The 1-0 fouled over the first base dugout. 1-1 to Levi Shepard. Bernick has only thrown 13 pitches through these first 6 batters, but Laona Wabeno has hit the ball. And the 1-1 is lined down the left field line. Lang giving chase, cuts it off before it gets to the wall. Shepard on his way to second, and he's into second with a stand-up double. Laona Wabeno with the go-ahead run at second base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. A 2-out double from Levi Shepard, bringing up the center fielder. That's Boone Van Oyen. Bernick trying to keep this a tie game after 1. The pitch swung on and missed. Nice pitch from Bernick, getting ahead in the count, 0-1. Bernick comes set. Ball low and outside. Count is 1-1 now on Van Oyen. One high, 2-1. So the team today scoring in different ways. Columbus, the beneficiary of 4 walks and a hit by pitch. Laona Wabeno with 4 hits already here in the first inning. 2-1, fouled back towards us. Count even now at 2. Ball inside, count full now on Boone Van Oyen. The Dons with 3 runs on no hits. Laona Wabeno with 3 runs on 4 hits. The 3-2 is ball 4. That ball gets by Becker. Shepard takes third on the wild pitch. And Laona Wabeno with runners at first and third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Left fielder William Collins up now, another right-handed hitter. Bernick delivers, swung on, fouled back over the first base dugout. 0-2 to Collins. Boy, Bernick would really like to get a strikeout here. Runners at second and third. Ball inside, 1-2 to Collins. The 1-2. Ball inside, 2-2. Two Laona outside. Count full now on William Collins. Such a mental game in this baseball. Sometimes you throw strikes, but they hit them, and it gets in your head a little bit. That's ball 4 to load the bases. Collins at first, Van Oyen at second, Shepard at third. The Dons trying to get out of this first inning. Cameron Tilton will be the batter now, the right fielder today. First pitch, ball high, 1-0 to Tilton. Dons have nowhere to put him. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the first. 1-0, inside. Oh, called strike outside corner. Count 1-1 now from Ryan Bernick to Cameron Tilton. The 1-1. Called strike 2, same pitch, inside corner. Bernick trying to retire the 9-hitter here and get out of this first inning. Outfielders looking into the sun today. The 1-2 is high, 2-2. 2 freshmen out there for the Dons. Nolan Frayne in center. Brock Wieland in right. Senior Drew Lang in left. Here's the 2-2 from Bernick. Outside corner, called strike 3, and Columbus gets out of it. But not before. Laona Wabeno scores 3 runs on 4 hits, 3 left on base after 1. Columbus 3, Laona Wabeno 3. We'll be back for baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Welcome back to Woodside Sports Complex here in Mauston, Wisconsin on a balmy 43-degree morning. A very interesting first inning. The Columbus Dons had 4 walks and a hit by pitch to take a 3-0 lead. Laona Wabeno then made a pitching change, bringing in Carson Lemerond. He got out of it, and in the bottom of the first, Laona Wabeno scored 3 runs on 4 hits, left the bases loaded, and we're tied here to start the second inning. Leading off for Columbus, freshman right fielder Brock Wieland takes a called strike outside corner, 0-1 to Brock. I take that back. This is center fielder Nolan Frayne. 0-1 to Frayne. Ball low, 1-1 now to Nolan. Wieland is on deck. The 1-1 to Frayne. High, ball 2. And the way this game started with 5 wild pitches, 3-0 with no out. Laona Wabeno, you have to give them a ton of credit, battling back to tie this game after 1 inning. 3-1 now to Nolan Frayne. Ball high, and the Dons have a leadoff runner with nobody out to start the second. Right fielder Brock Wieland comes to the plate. Brock with a big weekend last weekend, 4 hits in 3 games for the Dons. Coach Krasselt has kept him in that lineup and right ever since. First pitch to Brock, high, ball 1. Frayne with good speed at first base. Leadoff man Carson Eckes stands on deck. And we have a balk, which will move Nolan Frayne to second base. The outfield umpire on it right away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position now for Brock Wieland. The 1-0, a called strike, 1-1 on Wieland. We saw 30 runs scored in the second game yesterday. This one starting out the same way. Lemeron delivers, ball outside, 2-1. The 2-1 hit high into center field. Van Ooyen camps under it and makes the catch for the first out here in the second inning. Frayne holds at second.
Nice one.
And in steps Carson Eckes with a chance to get the Dons the lead back. First pitch is outside, ball 1 to Carson Eckes. One 0 outside again, 2-0 now to Carson. First baseman Mac Konechny stands on deck. 2-0 to Carson. Just inside, ball 3. Carson may take a pitch here. A 3-0 count. Strike right down the middle, 3-1. Carson looks down and says, "Why did you give me the take sign?" That was the one I wanted to swing at. 3-1 now on Carson Eckes. Outside corner called strike, 3-2 now. Count full. Nolan Frayne still at second. Coach Krasselt barking instructions to Frayne. Ball 4 and 2 on. 1 out for first baseman Mac Konechny. Coach Krasselt really instructing these young base runners, making sure they don't make early season mistakes costing the Dons a run. Konechny now stands in, 2 on, 1 out. First pitch to Mac is high, ball 1. Konechny walked his first time up, scored on a wild pitch. The Dons' second run. The 1-0 outside, wild pitch, runners advance. Frayne to third, Eckes to second, 2-0 on Konechny. Summer stands on deck. If one of these two could get a base hit, the Dons would likely take a 2-run lead. Double play out of play now. 2-0 outside corner, called strike 1. 2-1 to Mac Konechny. Two-1 over Konechny's head, 3-1 now. Nice job by the catcher Albright, snag that ball. Jump out of his stance and grab it to save a run. 3-1 low and outside, and Mac Konechny walks. The Dons have the bases loaded now with 1 out here in the second inning for shortstop Carter Summer. Three walks wrapped around a flyout to load the bases for Columbus. First pitch to Summer, ball high. 1-0 to Carter. Yes, we have the Battle of Pinstripes, the navy blue Columbus uniforms. Laona Wabeno, the black and gray. Both teams looking sharp. Much nicer than anything we ever wore, Joe, but these young men are probably a lot better than we were too, so maybe they deserve it. Bases loaded for Summer. 2-0 in the dirt. 3-0 now to Carter. A called strike outside corner, 3-1 now. Lemerond trying to work his way out of a jam. Nowhere to put Carter Summer. The count 3-1. Bases loaded. Carter swings and hits a ground ball. Just fouled down the third base line. Count full now. The 3-2, Summer lifts it high into right field. Tilton towards the foul line, couldn't make the play. The ball lands. Summer will head to second. Frayne scores. Eckes around third, he will score. Konechny coming around third, he will score. And on a fly ball double from Carter Summer, the Dons score 3 runs. Tilton almost made a running catch. The ball glanced off the end of his glove. And on this turf, the ball gets all the way to the wall, and Summer is at second with a 3 RBI double. Ray Becker stands in now, called strike to him. 0-1. Becker lifts one into right. Tilton there again. Makes the catch. Summer will tag. He takes third. 2 outs now here in the second. Summer at third for pitcher Ryan Bernick. Ball high, 1-0 to Bernick. 1-0 outside, 2-0 now. Ball low, 3-0 to Ryan Bernick. Called strike one. The Dons have walked 7 times in this game. And we're only in the second inning. Ball 4, and Bernick heads down to first. First and third now, 2 outs. For the third baseman today, Rocco Maher. Coach Krasselt sending in a courtesy runner for the pitcher Bernick. That is freshman Daxton Wenzel. The Wenzel at first, Summer at third, and Drew Lang stands in. Rocco Maher stands in with a chance to get the Dons some more runs. Maher popped out to second his first time up. First pitch outside, ball 1. Ball outside, 2-0 now on Rocco Maher. Lemerond started the game behind the plate. It's ball 3. Wenzel takes off for second. He's in. Throw gets away from the second baseman. Summer comes in to score, and Wenzel's going to head down to third. The 4th run of the inning for the Columbus Dons. They lead 7-3 here in the second. That is ball 4 to Rocco Maher. The 9th walk of the game Columbus has drawn. First and third now, 2 outs for left fielder Drew Lang. First pitch swung on and missed. Maher takes second on the pitch. He steals a base. Second and third now for Columbus. Here in the second. Called, strike 2, 0-2 now on Drew Lang. O2 is behind Lang. Caught by Albright. Runners stay at second and third, 1-2. One-two swung on and missed, and Lemeron gets out of this second inning. But not before the Dons score 4 runs. Columbus now leads 7-3. We go to the bottom of the second inning. We'll be back on Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
What do you like most about Columbus Catholic Schools?
Amazing teachers, because they're funny and nice.
It's the small classroom sizes.
Because it teaches us to be kind.
We invite you to check out Columbus Catholic Schools and see for yourself why our students like it here. That if you really want your student to attend Columbus Catholic Schools, we will work with you as much as possible to make that reality. Contact us at 715-387-1177 or admissions@columbusdons.org for more information.
We're back in Mauston, where Columbus leads Laona Wabeno 7-3 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Seamless Roofing. Does your roof need attention? Call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They are your hail damage experts, and they serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. Get a free estimate at Seamless Commercial Roofing today. Leading off for Laona Wabeno is Carson Lemeron. Started at catcher today, came into pitch after a rough start to the first inning. Still on the mound for the Rebels. 1-0 now. Ryan Bernick delivers. Ball 2 outside. Another high-scoring affair here early in the high school baseball season. The 2-0. Called strike 1. 2-1 now on Carson Lemeron. Bernick at 34 pitches to this point. Swing and a miss, count even now, 2-2. Bernick shakes off 2 signs, comes set. 2-2 swung on and chopped through the hole into left for a leadoff single for Carson Lemeron. The shortstop, Walker Winkleman, steps on. Rebels again with the leadoff man on. Nobody out here in the second. Mac Konechny holds on the runner. Bernick looks over, comes set. First pitch, called strike inside corner, 0-1 to Walker Winkleman. Brady Hoffman on deck. Winkleman with a big RBI triple, driving in the Rebels' first run in the first inning. Ball inside makes the count 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Called strike outside corner, 1-2 to Winkleman. A swing and a miss. Runner goes. Becker throws. Ball gets into center field. Nolan Frayne backing up. Can't pick it up. Lemron all the way to third. He's going to be sent home now. The throw to Summer. Summer to the plate. Lemron dives in, making this a 7-4 baseball game. One, still nobody out here in the second inning. Brady Hoffman now the batter. One and 0 to Hoffman. There's one out, I'm sorry. The strikeout before the chaos. That pitch fouled off. Count 1-2 now on Brady Hoffman. So Winkleman struck out. Lemron took second. The throw got past the second baseman into center field. Frayne tried to back it up. The ball scooted from him. And Lemron went from first to scoring. Another pitch fouled off. Count stays 1-2. The 1-2 chopped to third, fielded by Maher. Maher throws to first in the dirt. Scooped by Konechny, can't make the play. And Hoffman reaches. On a throw in the dirt, or turf rather, to keep this inning at 1 out.
Guys, work hard.
Cooper Albright, the batter now. Hoffman at first. Called strike, outside corner. 0-1 to Albright. Dons lead 7-4 here in the bottom of the second inning. Burnick delivers. Called strike, inside corner, 0-2. The 0-2 hit hard to third, fielded by Maher. He goes to second. Eckes tries to turn two. The throw to first not in time. Ball bounces past Konechny. And Albright stands at first after a fielder's choice ground ball to Rocco Maher. Good hustle there from Albright. Reagan Roy, the batter now. First pitch high, runner goes. Becker throws to second. Runner safe, and Albright takes second on a stolen base. The pitch, a ball, count at 1-0 now. Albright in scoring position for Reagan Roy. 1-0 low and outside, 2-0. Both teams playing their third game have used a lot of pitching up to this point this weekend. 2-0 chopped foul down the third base line, 2-1 now to Roy. Roy, the second baseman. 0-1 so far today. Chance to drive in a run here. And that ball hit down the right field line. That's going to drop foul. Brock Wieland giving chase, and the count at 2-2. Burnick trying to get out of this, only giving up one. A 1-run inning seems like an accomplishment at this point. Runner goes from second, ball in the dirt. Albright into third with the stolen base. Count 3-2 now on Reagan Roy. Burnick at 54 pitches here in the second inning. Ball low, and Reagan Roy walks to give the Rebels first and third with 2 outs here in the second. Levi Shepard, the batter now. Levi 1 for 1 today. He doubled on a line drive to left his last time up. A lot of solid bats in this Rebels lineup. Roy takes off from first. Burnick steps off, but the balk is called. And Laona Wabeno makes this a 7-5 baseball game. Roy just started running. Burnick, a little bit inexperienced there. Balks bringing in a run. 1-0 now to Levi Shepard. Base hit would likely make this a 1-run game. Roy takes a lead at second. The 1-0 from Burnick. Outside, ball 2. Burnick throws to second. Runner back in time. The outfielders today, especially in the left side of the field, looking directly into the sun. 2-0 fouled back, 2-1 now to Shepard. Two-one inside, 3-1 now to Levi Shepard. Ball comes in from the field next to us. Time called. We've seen the sun come into play on a few fly balls. Ball behind the batter. Shepard walks. Runners at first and second now for Boone Van Oyen. Boone walked his first time up. A first pitch from Burnick inside, ball 1. Don scored 3 in the top of the first, gave up 3 in the bottom of the first, scored 4 in the top of the second. And the tying runs on base now again for Laona Wabeno. This ball chopped to short. Summer ranges to his left and steps on second. Very nice play from Carter Summer. And the Dons get out of the second inning with a 7-5 lead. We'll be back on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com, right after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
We're back in Mauston, Wisconsin here at Woodside Sports Complex. Columbus Dons leading Laona Wabeno 7-5. About to start the top of the third inning. Freshman Nolan Frayne leads off. Nolan walked his first time up. First pitch to Nolan. Ball low, 1-0. Carson Lemeron still on the mound for Laona Wabeno. Ball outside, 2-0 now to Nolan Frayne. Carter Summer with a really nice play at shortstop to get Columbus out of that second inning. Ball outside, 3-0 now to Frayne. Frayne lifts the 3-0 high above the second baseman. That's Reagan Roy. He'll make the play, and the leadoff man is retired here in the Columbus third. We have not seen a leadoff man retired yet today. That's the first time that's happened. Freshman Brock Whelan steps in now with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch to Brock, low and outside, ball 1. Carson Lemeron has done a really nice job after coming into a jam mid-first inning. Bases were loaded, nobody was out. Got out of it giving up only 3 runs, and it looked like it could be a lot worse. He's still in the third inning here with a 2-run deficit and a chance to win. Whelan lifts a fly ball / line drive into center field. Van Oyen runs over to make the play, and we have 2 down here in the top of the third.
Nice one, bro.
2 out, nobody on for leadoff man Carson Eckes. First pitch swung on and hit high to left. Collins tracking it down. He's underneath it. Ball out of his glove, and Eckes on his way to second. So Carson Eckes hits a fly ball, dropped by left fielder Collins, and Carson on the air gets all the way down to second base. The Dons with a gift, a chance to score a run here in the third. 2 outs, runner at second for first baseman Mac Konechny, who has walked twice today. First pitch high, ball 1. Eckes with good speed at second. 1-0, low, ball 2. Called strike outside corner. 2-1 now to Mac Konechny. Shortstop Carter Summer on deck. Should Konechny find a way to reach. Eckes dances at second. 2-1 high, ball 3. (3-1) high, ball 4, and Mac Konechny walks for the third time today. That puts runners at first and second for the 3-hitter, Carter Summer. 2 on, 2 outs here in the Dons' third. Carter 1 for 1 today with a walk. First pitch time was called. Runners were going. Umpire says no pitch. They'll both go back. Konechny back to first. Eckes returns to second base. Carter with a 3 RBI double down the right field line, his last at bat. Walked in the first inning. Pitch high and inside, ball and 1 now to Carter Summer. Both runners go. Lemeron throws to third, and Eckes will be tagged out to end the inning. I don't know if they went early there or what happened, but both runners took off. Lemeron stepped off and threw Eckes as he tried to take third. Nonetheless, after 2.5, Columbus 7, Laona Wabeno 5. We will go to the bottom of the third after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Welcome back to high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com. Today's broadcast also brought to you by Stevens Point Orthopedics, proudly providing the central Wisconsin community with orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. Thank you also to Stratford Plumbing and Heating. Your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation. Providing professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas, call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. And Art's Body Shop. Quality auto body and framework since 1952. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Art's Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. Ryan Bernick starts the third inning for Columbus, facing William Collins. First pitch, a ball inside, 1-0 to Collins. Ball 2, 2-0 now. Collins walked his first time up. 2-0 swung on and fouled back, 2-1. Two on high, 3-1 now to the leadoff man in the third inning. Ball 4. And Collins walks for the second time today. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, right fielder, Cameron Tilton. 0 for 1 today. Konechny holds the runner at first, the throw over. Collins back safely. Tilton struck out looking his first time up. Bernick delivers. The throw down to first now to Konechny, runner in a pickle. Konechny to Summer. Summer's going to run the runner back. Throws to Konechny, who will tag out Collins, and the Dons eliminate the leadoff base runner here in the first. The pitch was a ball. Becker then threw down to Konechny behind the runner. Konechny threw to Summer. Back to Konechny, who tagged out Collins for out number 1. The 2-3-6-3 put out. And we have one away here in the third. Ball outside, 2-0 now to Tilton. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Dons lead 7-5 on this beautiful 47-degree morning here in Mauston. Called strike 2. 2-2 now to Tilton. Tilton punches one just over the mound. Summer charges, fields, throws to Konechny, and Tilton is retired. Another nice play from Carter Summer, and we have 2 outs here in the third inning. Leadoff man, Carson Lemrond, 2 for 2 today, stands in with nobody on and 2 outs. Pitch high from Bernick. That pickoff from the catcher Becker, now looming large, as perhaps the best hitter stands in with nobody on base. And that pitch is hit hard down the left field line. Fly ball. Lang in foul territory makes a running catch. Drew Lang, with some great hustle, a great defensive play, gets Columbus out of the inning here in the 3rd. The Dons give up no runs and will head to the 4th with a 7-5 lead. We'll be back for more baseball, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com, after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome back to high school baseball on ZaleskiSports.com, brought to you by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Special thank you today to our game day sponsors as well: Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rem's Funeral Home, and GND Wood Products. Can't believe I'm saying this, Joe, but we just had a scoreless inning. Nobody scored in the 3rd. Dons lead 7-5 here to start the 4th. Shortstop Carter Summer steps in. Ball low and outside, 1-0 to Carter. Second pitch high, ball 2. Lemeron, who came in relief in the middle of that first inning, now at 64 pitches. The 2-0, swung on and ripped to left, and Carter Summer gives the Dons the leadoff base runner with nobody out here in the 4th. That ball hit hard by Carter. Summer's 2nd hit of the day. 2 for 2 now with a walk and 3 RBI for Carter Summer. That will bring up the catcher, Ray Becker. Becker 0 for 1 with 2 walks today. Lemron looks Summer back. He dives in, no throw. Pitch to Becker, swung on and missed. 0-1 to Ray. Coach Krassel giving the signs. Becker steps back in. Summer takes the lead at first. Albright holding him on. Ball 1 is high. 1-1 now on Becker. The wind picking up now here. Blowing in though. Becker rips one into left. That gets through for a hit. And 2 singles to start this 4th inning. Give the Dons 1st and 2nd, nobody out here in the 4th. Summer at 2nd, Becker at 1st, and pitcher Ryan Bernick with a chance to help himself with nobody out here in the 4th. Bernick was hit by a pitch in that 1st inning, walked his last time up. Ball outside, 1-0 to Ryan Bernick. 2 balls hit hard to begin this inning. sophomores, Summer and Becker. Now Bernick hits one back to the pitcher. Lemeron throws over to Albright. But Ryan Bernick does his job. They ground out to the pitcher, moving both runners into scoring position for freshman Rocco Maher. Lemeron fielded that ball. Didn't really have a chance to get Summer or Becker. Took the out. The Dons have 2 in scoring position with 1 out here in the 4th. Maher 0 for 1 today with a walk. First pitch, a ball, low and outside, 1-0. Ball high, 2-0 to Rocco Maher. Dons have drawn 10 walks today and a hit by pitch. Another ball, 3-0 to Maher. Expecting him to take one here. Pitch high and inside, and the Dons have the bases loaded with 1 out here in the 4th. 2 singles. A ground out to move the runners over. Maher walks, and Drew Lang stands in with a chance to do some real damage. First pitch, a called strike. 0-1 to Lang. Oh, 0-1 hit hard but foul down the third base line. 0-2 now on Lang. Lang grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Struck out last time up. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the 4th for Drew. Pitch is fouled off again. Count stays at 0-2. Laona Wabeno trying to keep this a 2-run game here in the 4th. The 0-2 to Lang. Ball outside, gets away from the catcher. Summer's going to try to score. Summer dives in, under the take, safe. All runners advance. And Columbus takes an 8-5 lead on a passed ball. Becker takes third. Rocco Maher hustles down to second. Lang standing in 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Lang is retired on strikes. 2 outs now in the 4th. Freshman Nolan Frayne coming to the plate. Chance to drive in 2 runs. First pitch high and inside, ball 1. Another freshman, Brock Wieland, on deck. 8-5 Dons here in the top of the 4th. Called strike outside corner. 1-1 now to Nolan Frayne. Nolan in center field today. 0 for 1 with a walk. Inside, ball 2. Lemeron has thrown 82 pitches now in relief. Like we talked about, 3rd game of the weekend for both teams. Arms at a premium. Called strike outside corner. 2-2 now. The 2-2 in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Becker trying to score, it is called out as he slid into home. Becker saw the ball scoot away. Winkleman with some great hustle. Only had to go 4 or 5 feet, picked it up, dove back to home plate, and tagged Becker as he came home. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Don's 8, Laona Wabeno 5, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports.
Dealers True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
We are back in Mauston, Wisconsin for high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you today by Sternweiss & Sons. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield, now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work from the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply today at the Wren Road Ready Mix location. Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. Thank you to First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield, who serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. Multiple changes here to begin the bottom of the fourth for the Dons. Pitching now is Mac Konechny. Burnett goes to third, Eckes to short, Maher to second. Winkleman stands in to lead off the inning. First pitch, ball outside, 1-0. Walker Winkleman 1 for 2 today. Called strike, 1-1 now to Winkleman. That ball hit hard inside the third base, gets past a diving Burnett, and Winkleman starts off this inning with a leadoff single. Nice piece of hitting there for Walker Winkleman. Konechny, his second appearance of the season, went 4 innings last weekend. Brody Hoffman now the batter. Ball flies in from the field next to us. Time called. Dons lead 8-5 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Konechny comes set. Winkleman at first. Pitch is bunted. Back to Konechny. He'll throw over to Summer to retire Hoffman. Winkleman takes second on the sacrifice bunt from Hoffman. Konechny to Summer for the first out here in the fourth. Cooper Albright comes up to the plate. Albright 0 for 2 today. Walks down to third base. Coach Shepard gives instructions. Albright with a ground out and a fielder's choice. 1 down, runner at second here in the fourth. Konechny throws, that ball popped up towards third. Burnett comes into foul territory, off his glove, can't quite make the catch. And Albright stays alive. Count goes to 0-1. Burnett with some really nice hustle there. Ball off his glove. And it's strike one. The 0-1 called strike, outside corner, 0-2. Chopped foul down third. Count stays 0-2. Winkleman with the leadoff single. Stands at second base with one out. Pitch from Konechny, a swing and a miss. 2 down now here in the fourth. That'll bring up Reagan Roy, 0 for 1 today. Grounded out and walked his last at bat. 2 outs, runner at second here in the fourth. Konechny turns and fires, and Winkleman dives back just in time. Dons thought they might have got him. The umpire right on top of it. And the inning continues for Laona Wabeno. That's a play I think the ump's got to make sure if he's going to make that call. Anybody that thinks that you could do better, sign up to do it. It's not an easy job. Swing and a miss from Roy, 0-1 now. Konechny checks the runner, comes home. Ball high, 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled back, 1-2 now to Reagan Roy. Konechny came on relief this inning from starter Ryan Bernick. Bernick threw 74 pitches. This ball chopped down to Bernick, who can't make the play, drops it, and an error gives Laona Wabeno runners at first and third with nobody out. Konechny throws over. Runner back in time. Winkleman at third. Roy at first. Levi Shepard, the batter, called strike one. 0-1 to Levi. Konechny trying to work his way out of a little bit of a jam. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2 now to Levi Shepard. Winkleman led off the inning with a single to center. Runner takes off from second now. Konechny fires to Maher, but the runner in underneath the tag, and Laona Wabeno with second and third now. 2 outs. So a stolen base from Roy. He took off. Konechny stepped off, threw to Maher, and Roy slid in safely under the tag. 0-2 to Shepard. Swung on and missed, and the Dons get out of it. 1 run, 1 reach down error, 2 left. We go to the 5th inning. Columbus 8, Laona Wabeno 5. We're brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence, apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
Welcome back to high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you today by Smith Brothers Meats. Get fresh meats and cheeses every day and let them cater to your next event. Smith Brothers Meats in Colby, open Monday through Friday 8 till 6 and Saturdays 8 till 4. Leading off the fifth for Columbus is freshman Nolan Frayne. Called strike, 0-1 on Frayne. Carson Lemron still on the mound for Laona Wabeno. Ball inside, 1-1. Lemron came in midway through the first inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Held the Dons to 3 and has been in ever since. 2-1 now on Nolan Frayne. Frayne fouls the 2-1 back over the first base dugout. Count even at 2. It's been an entertaining game, 8-5 here in the fifth. Both teams playing their third game of this weekend. Frayne fouls the 2-2 right back at us. Count stays even at 2. Another freshman, Brock Wieland, on deck for Columbus, the right fielder. Two is high, and the count full now on Nolan Frayne. Called strike 3 inside corner. Frayne retired on strikes. Brock Wieland up now with nobody on and 1 out here in the fifth. Carson Eckes on deck. Called strike 1 to Wieland, 0-1. Wieland swings and misses, 0-2. We are approaching 50 degrees now.
Good spot, kid. Good spot.
Ball in the dirt. Wieland lays off, 1-2.
Go ahead.
1-2 swung on and missed, and Carson Lemron has struck out the first 2 to keep the bases empty for leadoff man Carson Eckes. Eckes is 0 for 1 today. He walked his first 2 at-bats. Ball outside, 1-0 to Carson. Outside, 2-0. Mac Konechny on deck. Another pitch outside, 3-0 to Carson Eckes.
Battle back, kid. Battle back.
I have Lemron at 98 pitches. Called strike 1, 3-1 now on Eckes. Coaches usually don't like to go too deep into pitch counts early in the season. But playing 3 games in 1 weekend sometimes creates these situations. Eckes draws a 2-out walk. Mac Konechny in now to face Lemron. Konechny has walked 3 times today. Still no official at bats. Ball outside, 1-0. Eckes at first. 1-0 down the middle. Konechny hits it foul. Back over the third base dugout onto the field behind us. Count even now, 1-1. Ball outside, 2-1. Eckes at first. Might be looking to steal here. The ball is hit to shortstop, up the middle. He grabs the ball, steps on second. Konechny's retired. And the Dons are done here in the 5th. Columbus 8, Laona Wabeno 5, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Welcome back to Mauston, Wisconsin here at Woodside Sports Complex. Columbus leads Laona Wabeno 8-5.
Let's go here. Come on.
We are beginning the bottom of the 5th inning. Mac Konechny on the mound for Columbus. Called strike one. The batter is Boone Van Oyen, 0 for 1 today. Ball low and outside, 1-1 now to Van Oyen. After a high-scoring first inning and a high-scoring second inning, both teams have settled down somewhat here. The 1-0 fouled back, 1-1 now on Van Oyen. Ryan Burdick went 3 innings. Konechny has pitched the 4th and here into the 5th. Pitch, a called strike, 1-2 to Van Oyen. I take that back. That was strike 3. So Konechny strikes out Van Oyen to begin the 5th inning. The batter now is William Collins. Ball 1 low. Collins 0 for 0. He walked twice so far today. The 1-0 to Collins. Called strike one, 1-1. Called strike outside corner. 1-2 now to Collins. Swing and a miss, and 6 pitches, 6 strikes to begin the 5th. 2 outs now, nobody on for the 9-hitter right fielder Cameron Tilton. Tilton is 0 for 2. They strike out and a ground out. Konechny delivers, called strike one. 0-1 to Tilton.
There it is, kid. There it is.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 now on Tilton. Called, strike 3 outside corner, gets away from Becker. The drop 3rd strike. Becker throws to Summer to end the inning. So the Dons with a quick 5th, 3 strikeouts, and we head to the 6th inning. Columbus 8, Laona Wabeno 5. Brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
We're back. You're watching high school baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you today by Infinity Exteriors. Installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Infinity Exteriors. Also brought to you today by Fleet Farm. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered. At the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks, Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. We begin the 6th inning. Columbus 8, Laona Wabeno 5. The new pitcher coming in from center field is Boone Van Oyen. Lemeron hit his pitch limit last inning. He'll go to center field. First pitch a ball to shortstop Carter Summer. Swing and a miss, count now 1-1. The 1-1 to Carter, swung on foul, 1-2. A crisp, beautiful morning here in Mauston. 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2 to Carter Summer. Van Oyen, the 2-2, outside, 3-2 now to Carter. Trying to give the Dons the leadoff base runner with nobody out here in the 6th. Ray Becker on deck. Swung on and hit hard past the third baseman. Summer has led the inning off with a hard hit ground ball single to left field. Collins gets it in. Summer at first base. Nobody out for Ray Becker. Becker, another sophomore, done an outstanding job reaching base this season. Walks and hits. He throw over. Summer dives back. Albright tried to apply the tag, but Summer back just in time. Nice pickoff move from Van Oyen. First pitch to Becker, low and outside in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Summer takes off, dives into second, and Columbus has the leadoff man in scoring position with nobody out. The ball was in the dirt, scooted away from the catcher Winkleman. Summer heads up, took off, is now at second base. Ball 2 to Ray Becker. Pitch to Becker in the dirt outside. Summer takes third on the wild pitch. 3-0 now to Becker. The Dons with an insurance run 90 feet away. The pitch from Van Oyen. Called strike inside corner. 3-1 now to Ray Becker. Crowd very vocal here. Becker punches a ground ball to second. Fielded by Roy, throws to Albrecht. Becker is retired, but a productive out as Carter comes in from third to give Columbus a 9-5 lead. An RBI ground out for Ray Becker. Bases empty now. 1 out for Ryan Bernick. Called strike inside corner, 0-1. Bernick 0 for 1, hit by pitch, and 2 walks. That ball fouled off. 0-2 now to Bernick.
One more.
I have to chuckle whenever a fan yells at the pitcher, throw strikes. It's great advice. What do you think that young man's trying to do? Yeah. Called strike 3, and Ryan Bernick goes down on strikes. For the second out of the inning.
Hey, 2 outs now. 2 outs. 1 more to go.
Nobody on, 2 outs for freshman Rocco Maher. Maher 0 for 1. Van Oyen delivers. Swung on and driven to right center field. That ball's going to get down through the gap, roll all the way to the wall. Tilton giving chase, picks it up. Maher around second, heads for third. Coach Krassel's waving him home. Maher is going to give the Dons a 10-5 lead on an in-the-park home run. Freshman Rocco Maher runs all the way around the bases. Columbus leads 10-5. That ball on the turf will roll all the way to the wall. Maher with great speed, and in the park home run, which brings up Drew Lang. Nobody out, nobody on, 2 outs. First pitch to Lang, behind his head. 1-0 to Drew. Ball 2 low. Maher fired up, as he should be. He hit that ball hard, just past the right fielder in the gap, and ran all the way around the bases. Ball in the dirt, 3-0 now to Drew Lang. Columbus leads 10-5. Maher was halfway to third before that ball got picked up. Call strike, 3-1 now on left fielder Drew Lang. Ball low, Lang draws the 2-out walk.
Hey, 2 down, 2 down.
That brings up center fielder Nolan Frame. 0 for 2 today with a walk, Nolan's 4th at bat. Van Oyen throws over to Albright. Lang dives back in time. The first pitch to Frame, high for ball 1. Frame, Brock Whelan, and Rocco Maher, 3 freshmen in the lineup today for Coach Krassel and the Dons. Runner takes off. Ball low, gets away from the catcher, and Drew Lang steals second base to get into scoring position for Nolan Frame. A 3-0 count now. Called strike, outside corner, 3-1. So 3 freshmen in the lineup. We've also seen Ro Wheeler and Dax Wenzel courtesy run. So 5 freshmen seeing the field today for Columbus. That ball in the dirt. A wild pitch will advance Drew Lang to third. 3-1 now on Nolan Frayne. Van Oyen, the third pitcher today for Laona Wabeno. The third game of the weekend. All hands on deck for the pitching coaches from both teams. The 3-1 to Frayne is high, ball 4. Frayne walks for the second time today. We have runners at first and third, 2 outs for freshman Brock Wieland. Wieland was the story of last weekend with 4 hits in 2 games. First pitch outside, a wild pitch, gets away from Winkleman. Lang comes in to score. Frayne takes second. Columbus now leads 11-5. The wild pitch from Van Oyen brings home Lang. Coach Shepard is going to call a timeout for a mound visit, which gives us time to tell you to visit our sponsors, Gross Buick of Marshfield. Buy your next vehicle from Gross Buick of Marshfield. Gross Buick is the home with a lifetime engine warranty on select vehicles, and they back all purchases with a full service department. While you take your car there, you can also get a free courtesy car. Gross Buick of Marshfield, visit them today. And Felker Brothers of Marshfield. Felker Brothers of Marshfield, a leading manufacturer of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on your accomplishments, both on and off the courts and field. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. And lastly, guys, she's going to remember her prom for the rest of her life. Make sure you buy her prom flowers from the best, Hefco Floral Company in Patriots Tower, downtown Marshfield. Mound visit is over. Brock Wieland steps in. 1-0 count. Frayne on second base. The pitch to Brock, called strike, inside corner. 1-1. Wieland 0 for 3 in this game. 2 flyouts to center field. Struck out his last time out. Frayne at second. Chance for Wieland to drive in a run. That ball is behind Brock. A wild pitch advances Frayne to third. And the Dons with another run 90 feet away. 2-1 now on Brock Wieland. Ball outside, 3-1. The top of the order on deck in the form of Carson Eckes. Pitch low, and Brock Wieland draws a walk. He reaches base for the first time today. And Columbus with runners at first and third for leadoff man Carson Eckes. Eckes is 0 for 1 today, but has reached base 3 times via walks. The first pitch, ball inside, 1-0.
Good pitch, Boone, good pitch.
Boone Van Oyen on the mound. Ball outside. Nice snag there from Winkleman. Keeping the runner at third. 2-0 though to Carson Eckes. A 2-0 swung on and ripped down the right field line. Just foul. That might have scored 2 runs. About 2 feet into foul territory. A line drive, strike 1. For Carson Eckes. Count 2-1. Called strike 2 outside corner. 2-2 now on Carson Eckes. Wieland at first, Frayne at third. Columbus leads 11-5. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. Van Oyen trying to get out of it. Ball outside, count full now on Carson Eckes. Van Oyen not wanting to load the bases here in the 6th. Eckes stands in. He's a tough out, folks. Lefty with speed, great hitter. Ball low. Wieland was running on the pitch, but that's not going to matter as Carson Eckes walks, reaching base for the 4th time today. That brings up first baseman, now pitching actually, Mac Konechny. Coach Kressel talking to the home plate umpire. Perhaps thinking of a courtesy runner. Not sure what the conversation is about, but it looks as though Eli Lepak, a sophomore, is going to run for Brock Whelan. Perhaps Brock will be pitching next inning. Konechny rips the first pitch down the third baseline, gets by the third baseman, Frayne in to score, Lepak in to score, Eckes advances to third on the throw, Konechny takes second on the throw, and the Dons score 2 more runs to make this a 13-5 game. Columbus leading 13-5 now. Konechny at second, Eckes at third. Carter Summer stands in. They count 1-0. Carter rips a base hit through the hole to left. Eckes will score. Daxton Wenzel running for Konechny will score. And Columbus leads 15-5.
Out there.
So a 2-run RBI single for Carter Summer. Summer takes second on the throw. And Ray Becker up now. 2 outs, a runner on second, called strike 1. Ball outside, 1-1 now to Ray Becker. The pitch swung on and hit right at the shortstop. Hoffman snags it, and we are out of the 6th inning. But the Dons do damage with 2 outs. They score 4 runs in the 6th. We head to the bottom of 6. Columbus 15, Laona Wabeno 5, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day. Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
What do you like most about Columbus Catholic Schools?
Amazing teachers because they're funny and nice.
It's the small classroom sizes.
Because it teaches us to be kind.
We invite you to check out Columbus Catholic Schools and see for yourself why our students like it here. That if you really want your student to attend Columbus Catholic Schools, we will work with you as much as possible to make that reality. Contact us at 715-387-1177 or admissions@columbusdons.org for more information.
Welcome back to Woodside Sports Complex in Mauston, Wisconsin for the High School Baseball Challenge number 2. Columbus leads Laona Wabeno 15-5 here in the morning game. Both teams' third game of the weekend. Columbus with a 10-run lead, trying to record 3 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning to end this game. Mac Konechny on the mound for Columbus. Ryan Bernick started the game, went 3 innings. Konechny has pitched the 4th and the 5th and now the 6th. He's gotten out of the 4th and the 5th scoreless. If the Dons can hold Laona Wabeno scoreless here, the game will be over via the 10-run rule. Ray Becker still behind the plate. The first batter is leadoff man Carson Lemeron. 2 for 3 today. The first pitch from Konechny called strike 1. 0-1 to Lemeron. Carson with 2 singles, flew out his last time up. Called strike 2, 0-2 now from Konechny to Lemeron. The 0-2 curveball hit a ground ball to short, fielded there by Carson Eckes. Eckes throws wide of the base, and Lemeron will reach on an error from shortstop Carson Eckes. Eckes fielded cleanly, threw over to Carter Summer. And the Laona Wabeno Rebels have a leadoff base runner with nobody out here in the 6th. That brings up Winkleman. He fouls the first pitch over the screen, 0-1 now to Walker Winkleman.
Let's go.
Coach Krasselt hoping the Dons can get out of this without having to burn too much pitching. Third game of the weekend, 3 or 4 games coming up this week. The 0-1. A ball high, and on the pitch, Lemeron takes second base. 1-1 to Winkleman. A big run at second base. Dons leading by 10, but that run would extend this game to the 7th inning. The pitch chopped back to Konechny. He fields, throws to Summer at first. 1 out now here in the 6th, but the runner Lemeron advances to third. Konechny to Summer on the putout. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Hoffman, the batter now, he's 1 for 2. Brody stands in. Base hit where a ball in play would extend this game. He shows bunt, fouls it back. 0-1 to Hoffman.
Come on, Brody. Let's go, Brody. Hit it out there. Line shot.
Don's discussing how to play the bunt.
Down there, just swing.
Hoffman 1 for 2. Konechny comes set, checks the runner at third, throws home. Bunt again, this time missed for a strike. 0-2 now to Hoffman. I don't know if we're trying to suicide squeeze simply to play 1 more inning. 0-2 now on Hoffman. The pitch called strike 3. Hoffman down on strikes. 2 outs now here in the 6th inning. That is the 6th strikeout for Konechny. And that brings up Cooper Albright. Cooper started the game on the mound today. Was replaced mid-first inning. I believe he caught 4 or 5 innings. He's played some center field. Been in multiple spots for Laona Wabeno. He's headed up to the dugout, though, and looks like we will have a pinch hitter for Albright. This is number 22. I believe this is Harris. Runner at third, called strike 1 from Matt Konechny. 2 outs. Dons lead by 10, bottom of the 6th inning, runner on third base, swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Harris. Dons a strike away from their 3rd win of the weekend. Konechny comes set, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over as Mac Konechny strikes out Harris to end the game. Please stay with us for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your fresh cheese curds from Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at nasonvilledairy.com. We'll be back after this for the post-game show. Dons win 15-5. Brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Can you hear me, Joe? Is the mic on? Welcome back to Woodside Complex in Boston, Columbus, with a 15-5 win, 3-0 on the weekend. One loss on the season, followed by a nice win streak here. You got to feel good, Coach?
No. The only time I'll talk about myself is just lack of preparation for myself for these guys, so I'm not doing them a service. Just a little upset with myself. These guys played great. We've left a lot of runs out there and just doing a lot of stuff that we shouldn't be doing. And again, I'll take that on me all day. But other than that, yeah, it's awesome. We had a great fan support this weekend, Friday, Saturday. Had some old alums come back. It's special.
20-some kids on the roster, one senior, one junior in the lineup. I think 18 underclassmen. Can some of that be expected with such a young group?
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, coming from you and then through our program, like we hold them to a high standard. So I mean, the standard is very high. My expectations are very high, and I want them to know that. And as you very well know, like you hold them to a very high standard, and you can't ask for anything less. So, and I said that I'll put that on me all day. But as holding them to a high standard with a young group, it's going to be there'll be growing pains, but that needs to get kinked out very quickly, and I'll work on that myself.
So what do you do between now and conference play starting Monday?
We got to give them an off day tomorrow and then back at it Monday. Well, we can, there's a lot of it's mental too. It's nothing physical really, other than, a few things here or there, but more mental than anything. So, but again, I just appreciate these guys are working hard. Like I said, we had a good group of people here this weekend, and we beat the Spetas from in the UP. So I'm happy about that. It was fun.
Congrats on a great start to the season. Good luck next week. I'm joined now by Carter Summer. Carter, 4 for 4, 5 RBI, 4 runs scored. What was working for you today?
I just felt good today, not really hitting very well yesterday, and I just thought about it, and I just kept hitting the ball.
Also, some really nice plays at shortstop, showing some range. Do you like that position? First time you've really played it in your career these last few games?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a solid spot for me. I think I can get to any ball that's around me and make some plays.
Now we have Rocco Maher. Rocco with an inside the park home run. Had to feel good?
Yeah, it did, definitely.
Do you think that you can be a little more positive now and maybe smile some more?
Yeah, definitely got to work on the attitude and keep it rolling because, yeah.
So many freshmen. Like, what are these guys telling you? 3 freshmen in the lineup today. Looks like a very talented class, but who do you rely on for leadership?
All these upperclassmen, really. I mean, anytime they're talking to me or helping me out, I'm just listening and trying to get better with them. So,
all right, we're going to put you guys in the house. You know how to do this? Congrats, boys, on another win.
Thank you. Are we good? I'm Carter Summer.
I'm Rocco Maher.
And we're in the house.
This has been the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. Thank you for joining us on Zaleski Sports Columbus with a 15-5 win. Don's back in action Monday. We hope to see you there. Thanks again from Zaleski Sports.